What's up, Saber fans? It's your boy Breezy back again. Today's installation is on a Roman Props Elite Inception or Inception Elite. I've heard it called both ways, but on the Roman Props website, it is called the Elite Inception, and this is a replica of Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber from Revenge of the Sith, and not just any replica. In my opinion, the best replica of Obi-Wan's lightsaber. I just think it's hands down better than any of the other Obi-Wan replicas that I have seen from that episode. This thing is immaculate, and unfortunately, it is sold out on the Roman Props website. So you will not be able to buy it unless he makes more of these. So definitely go check out Roman Props. They have some of the best, most accurate replicas out there for lightsabers, like this one, the MK1, Luke's Hero Saber, the Graflex, and go check them out. So this saber was sent in to me by Allan, and Allan wanted this thing completely installed with a Proffie. But the only other thing that he wanted in this is a crystal chamber. So this was definitely a challenge for me in terms of the install, because of inside diameter is a little different going from this grenade section down here towards the pommel, and obviously also the control box here. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at the installation. So first off, it comes with this blade plug here, and something about this lightsaber is that the emitter, and this is the key that will loosen your retention screw, Allan. I will be sending this with the saber. So here is the emitter. So as you can see, it actually sticks up and almost out of the emitter. So I had to also create a special recessed blade just for this lightsaber. And I will show you that once we test out the blade. But this is a Shtok V4 lit PCB. It goes down here down the thin neck. And here is where I actually have a 6-trace rotary PCB that is connecting the bottom part of the emitter to the emitter PCB, and then it has a crystal chamber reveal. So we're just gonna, Allan, go ahead. You can go ahead and twist the top section off, and it comes right out. So here is the crystal chamber that I came up with for Allan's Elite Inception. You can see on the top here is actually the bottom half of the rotary PCB. If you look inside the emitter, you can see where it connects to the other half of it. So here's the crystal chamber. It does have a non-removable 18650 battery. You have a 2-button setup here on the control box. And then in order to access the board, Allan, all you are going to have to do is unscrew the bottom portion here, and it'll slide, and you will not be able to take it out. Okay, so here is the Proffie 3.9. On the other side, I actually have the kill key here with a 1.3 millimeter charge port, which I will be sending you the charger for this, Allan, and this is how you will charge your saber. So it is also installed with a 28 millimeter Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker, which is preventing the bottom half of this saber to come completely off because of the width of the speaker. So you will have nice loud sound with this. So as you can see, it won't come out. But the way I have positioned this section where you screw in the bottom portion, you will always be able to screw it on, and it will clock correctly with the CoverTech wheel on the side that it should be, okay? So let's go ahead and turn this on. So So to charge it, you will have to remove this kill key, plug in the charger, but I will send it to you completely charged, Allan. In order to remove this kill key, because I did have to sand it down a little so it's flush with the chassis in order for this section to go over it, you will need some tweezers or needle nose pliers just to grab the kill key and pull it out.
Bring him to me. I'm bringing him to you.
So you do have full access to the Proffie here. You have the micro USB and the SD card here should you want to program it in the future. Let's put that back together. All right, now here is the crystal chamber. So it will have some idle animations and replicate the whatever color the blade is. So clearly, you know, this is going to be a blue blade. Allan did send me all of the sound fonts that he wanted installed on this lightsaber. So Allan, I went ahead and put those all on here for you, as well as the blade styles that you wanted for those specific sound fonts. And I know most of them, if not all of them, are Obi-Wan Kenobi sound fonts. Okay, once you have the power on, just go ahead and put the top section back on. Should slide right on, and then you are going to want to tighten it all together. Now I do have gesture controls on here for you. Twist on, twist off. And like I said, 2-button setup. Top button here is your power, bottom is your auxiliary. Now this does come with your display pommel cover as well. So once you have it completely off, you can just put that on for display if you would like. And something of note, Allan, this is a metal blade plug, and these pins do stick up and out and can touch this. Now I did put a transparent cover or sticker, if you will, on the bottom of this just in case. But before you turn this thing on, you do want to remove this because you don't want to risk any short of any kind with these pins touching this metal, even though, like I said, I did put some plastic covering, clear plastic covering on the inside, the bottom of the inside of the blade plug, just in case. But just make sure before you power her on with power to remove this blade plug, okay? Just as a precaution, okay? All right, now let's go ahead and test it with the blade. And like I said, I had to create a special blade for this lightsaber. So this is a 32-inch recessed blade. And what I mean is that the PCB is actually measured out specifically and recessed into the blade so that it fits in securely with this hilt. So let's go ahead and put this on. So it should be, like I said, measured out perfectly to make contact with the emitter, Allan. So you just want to go ahead and slide it on, push it as far down as you can, and then you are going to want to tighten the retention screw here. All right, let's go ahead and test her out. Like I said, all the sound fonts you sent me, Allan, are on here. And Allan, I did send you the Proffie controls for your lightsaber.
Red. Orange, red. Dark orange.
So to change color, you want to push both buttons at the same time.
Orange. Gold.
And you'll notice that I also put the Obi-Wan voice pack on here. The voice pack is done by Brian Connor. He does great work.
Yellow. Green yellow. Green. Aquamarine. Cyan. Deep sky blue. Dodger blue. Blue. Ice blue. Indigo. Revert. General Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Meet Obi-Wan Kenobi. Master Kenobi, you disappointed me. It's just bad these days.
Go back to the beginning. And then again, very cool crystal chamber reveal here. If you want to show it off, Allan, you just unscrew. Crystal chamber's right here. Well, that's it, guys. This is a Roman Props Elite Inception sent in to me by Allan for a complete Proffie installation with a custom crystal chamber reveal. Allan, thank you so much for trusting me with your lightsaber. I hope you have a blast with it. I would love to have this in my collection, but unfortunately it's sold out. So until Roman Props makes some more, I'm not gonna be able to get this for my own collection. But again, thank you so much for trusting me. If anyone out there is looking for a custom lightsaber installation, a custom Neopixel blade, a conversion of a Black Series or a Master Replica, hit me up, check me out, Breezy Saber Works on Facebook, Instagram, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Till next time. May the Force be with you. Peace.